Well, finally a chance to dry out for us here in Eastern Carolina, as we've got a fairly nice seasonally hot week in store for us here for our second week in August. And yeah, it's hard to think some schools are already starting to go back to school. Let's take a look at what we're going to be dealing with and what I'm tracking here. Again, a chance to dry out. Now, it can't completely rule out an isolated storm along the sea breeze front, but we will see plenty of sunshine for both today and tomorrow as well. Does look like another wet weekend is shaping up for us already going into next weekend, that front that moves through. But behind it, we may finally get a bona fide air mass change, something we haven't seen here for us in Eastern Carolina, at least for the last 6 weeks. It really has been fairly a stagnant air mass that we have been stuck in. Storm Track 12 threat track remains in the low category over the next couple days here. Wednesday we'll have to see. Maybe the timing of the storms could ramp that up to a medium category, but it's going to be on Wednesday night, heavy downpours and maybe some damaging winds that we're going to be alerting you to. Now, look at rainfall over the past weekend, and especially northern Martin, Bertie going up towards Ahoskie, almost, and if not some spots, over 2 inches of rainfall. Even Jacksonville, Havelock, New Bern, seeing some of that heavier rainfall of an inch or better, close to an inch and a half. And it does look like I said, a chance for us to really get a couple dry days here for us in Eastern Carolina. So it got you kind of thinking, all right, how much rainfall have we had so far for the month of August? And today being the 12th of August, how many days have we had actual rainfall? Well, you can see Beaufort and New Bern, both 9 days of rain and 8 days of rain in Greenville. And as far as the amount is concerned, in spite of that 2 and almost a quarter inch rainfall in Beaufort, we're still running about an inch below normal at Beaufort for the month and approaching 6 to 7 inches below for the year. So keep in mind, yeah, we have been getting the rain, but we're still in a bit of a shortfall in some spots, especially along the Crystal Coast. Here's your Storm Track 12 forecast as we go through the day today. Looking for hot and humid. Again, maybe that isolated shower or thunder shower, not completely out of the question. We'll be looking for temperatures into the upper 80s and near that 90-degree mark. 60s, near 70 degrees overnight tonight with nothing more than maybe a little bit of light patchy groundfall in some spots, just because I think we're going to be having some high-level clouds that are going to start to work their way in. And then as we go through the day tomorrow, sunny and hot, upper 80s, low 90s for top temperatures. And even talking about mid to upper 80s at the beaches with a south-southwesterly wind out there. Now, as far as what we're dealing with outside this morning, little trough in the atmosphere working its way on through. As a result, it touched off a spotty shower or two. But we'll quickly get rid of that. Yeah, maybe that helps enhance the sea breeze front. But what we are looking at is a cold front that is situated across International Falls right now on the U.S.-Canadian border. That is going to give showers and thunderstorms eventually in here as we head through to Wednesday night going into the early morning hours on Thursday. But again, it's going to take a while for it to get here. And until it does, look for a good deal of sunshine with nothing more than maybe an isolated storm and plenty of humidity. Now, take a look what the jet stream looks like right now. We've been talking about this the last several days, these little short waves, these little kinks in the jet stream with the main trough here in the east. But again, once you get into the Carolinas here, that cooler air isn't really getting a chance to penetrate all that far southbound. And as a result, we're not really looking at a whole lot of an air mass change. But notice as we go through this week, the little short waves rotate through the flow of the jet stream, still keeping the main trough here in the east. Western Atlantic Ridge kind of reforming itself down out of Florida. And from time to time, we'll poke its nose in here. Main upper level ridge over the Rockies kind of getting beaten down as we are starting to see a little bit of a transitional change here as we've got more northern branch energy that we're watching rotate on through into this mean trough here in the east. Now, that's not to say from time to time we can't get some surges of heat that will come eastbound here. But as we go on through this weekend, this week into the weekend, we will be looking for another strong trough to be digging in. And this has got a pretty good pocket of cold air with it. And that's going to really propel a pretty strong cold front into the neighborhood as we head on through Saturday and Sunday. Now, there are some indications. You'll notice this upper ridge here in the southeast Atlantic kind of resists and fight back a little bit. So instead of having that front sweep the coast, we may just kind of stall it out across the area here, keeping things unsettled. That's one thing that I am concerned about and that we will have to watch for. And again, you'll notice that we still continue even going into next week with that trough here in the eastern United States. So as far as future track is concerned, south-southwesterly winds for the day today, maybe a little bit of action developing along the sea breeze front. And as we go in through overnight tonight, no more than a few high clouds working their way in. Future track trying to develop some action along the sea breeze front for tomorrow, but I don't think that that's going to happen. Showers and thunderstorms with the front, though, do make their way over the mountains, and eventually will be in the neighborhood here sometime in the afternoon and evening hours on Wednesday before that brief break comes in for Thursday. Now, in the tropics, we've had the complete transformation now as Hector is now what Ernesto was. So we saw that transition as it made its way into the Pacific Ocean after being named an Atlantic storm. Also, a couple other waves that we're tracking, but just nothing real conducive in the Atlantic to get action going here. This is the remnants of Tropical Depression 7. Got another little system sitting right here. This is an upper-level low that is moving away. You've got another wave here, another impressive wave coming off of the coast of Africa. But right now, with the way that things are in the Atlantic, especially the further east you go, things are a little hostile, so we don't anticipate anything developing in the Atlantic, at least for the next 10 days. Now, when we start to get to the third and fourth week of August, a window is open for development, and if anything is there, it may potentially make its way towards the southeast coast of the United States. So that's something we'll continue to track and continue to keep you updated on. Here is your planning forecast of seasonally hot temperatures, and yeah, a little on the humid side. An isolated storm along the sea breeze front. Better chance of showers and storms as we head through the afternoon and evening hours on Wednesday. Weak high pressure in here for Thursday. Then that next front, the stronger front with that deeper trough, does make its way into the neighborhood here for Friday and especially Saturday, and yeah, maybe even lasting in through Sunday. So that's something we'll have to continue to track and keep you updated on. Have yourself a good Monday. I'm Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Still.